Star Wars is my hanging drywall. Real tough, real manly. I like
What'd you
to
think
feel
of
like
it?
I'm creating something. It's fine. I didn't have I didn't like hate it when I came out of it. I know a lot of people just had a real negative reaction to it, but for me, it was fine. I was like, oh man, they just go for it, like right in the beginning. Okay, we're just jumping off right in the middle of some big ass story I see. But
Yep.
I almost think that was intentional on Disney's part though, because it gives them like such a lot. It gives them a lot to work with, like in the whatever
And
media.
the ancillary stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and like they didn't buy Disney or they didn't buy Lucasfilm just to make Star Wars movies. They bought it because it's a cash cow, and
Totally.
like Lucasfilm didn't. I don't even think they probably made a lot of money, but like look at the way Disney can market it. Like
Yeah.
they bought it because they knew it was going to be something they could churn, and they're right. They can because it's a galaxy far, far away. We don't know what the fuck happened there.
I what I would like to see is less of what I've already seen and more, you know, The Last Jedi I really liked, and I really like Rogue One,
Yeah.
and the rest of it feels a lot safer. Those two felt like they took some chances at least. Um, and I would like to see, our friend Walter, we were talking to him last week, and he talked about wanting Star Wars to feel dangerous again, and you see a little bit of that in The Mandalorian. I still think
Mhm.
they're playing it a little safe, but by leaning on like, hey, it's Boba Fett, but not really, and it's Yoda, but not really, and they're on Tatooine, but not really.
But it's another
You know,
desert planet.
yeah, just like Jakku. I guess Star Wars is like 90%. That galaxy is 90% desert planets.
I mean, let's be fair to stars here. If if we're giving stars their fair share here, they would do that to planets if they're close to them. Just what we know. Again, what little bit we know about stars, they tend to dry out things. Look at Mercury.
I well, Tatooine has like two of them. It's
I agree.
yeah. So
Who
no,
knows what's going on, man? Day
not
could be
me.
night there. I don't know. They could have 2 nights, 2 days. One day is just a little bit dimmer than the rest. We don't know.
We don't know. They never got. I mean, I'm sure there's ancillary material that can answer that.
And if not Disney, we can fucking write it.
Yeah, we are qualified geologists.
Star
Right.
Wars archaeologists is what I would call us. We can help you with, and
Star
futurologists as
Wars
well.
archaeologists.
Futurists.
Yes. Star Wars futurists.
Anyway, Disney, if you're listening.
Disney, I would really like a job if you're listening. I've written one book. Sold okay.
And I have written no books, and they've sold okay as well.
We got some big ideas for Star Wars or any of your franchises. I don't know. Put us on Mickey and Goofy. We had some material.
We got some. You want like an Adult Swim universe for your Mickey and Mickey and Goofy characters? You let us know, all right? Just look at what Time Warner's doing with that Adult Swim shit. We can help Disney After Dark. Come on. Not like it'll be almost like Liquid Television on MTV, right? Do you remember watching that? Did you ever see that?
I don't think I did. Was that where the Max aired and stuff?
The Max was there. Eon Flux was there. It's where Beavis and Butthead first aired. It was like the 90s were weird, man. Like
I think I was afraid of that stuff. Like I was such a little Puritan until somebody bullied me into watching a little bit of Beavis and Butthead, and I was like, all right, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Never mind. This is hilarious. This is high class stuff, guys. Thanks for.
This is a lot funnier than my preacher at church made it sound.
He made it sound demonic, but it's just sophomoric, so this is fine.
This is great, and I will someday be a sophomore, so I'm looking ahead. I'm planning my future like an adult.
If anything, I'm just doing homework, okay?
And isn't that what religion's all about? Doing homework for the future of eternity?
Yeah.
This is just one small step, Father. Minister.
Disney, anyway, Disney After Dark. Hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up. We got a real edgy take on Mickey.
How do you feel about heroin?
and Mickey being a bit of a wild card and willing to take life at the drop of a hat.
And I'm not even sure willing, maybe gleefully, is the more appropriate term. This is Disney after real, after dark.
Eager to take lives would be a better way to put it. I don't want to give away the whole pitch on air, so Disney's got it for free. So just hit us up.
Hit us up. Speaking of characters that we don't own, there is a hospital right next to where I work or where I live, and there's a little Superman and Wonder Woman, like, and a little sign that says "Heroes work here," and they got little masks on.
Oh.
And I was like, "Why do they need masks? It's Superman." Yeah. But then I was like, "Would a virus hurt Superman? Like, or would his cells be like, nah, son, I'm supercharged from the sun. Like, you can't get up on this." Like, would the coronavirus get Superman? I guess is what I'm.
I don't know. I mean,
have we ever explored that avenue in the comics?
No. Well, I remember.
You
remember that TV show in the '90s, Lois and Clark?
Yes, with Dean Cain, of course.
Yeah,
ABC Sunday nights.
I loved that show. I skipped The Simpsons for a couple of years.
I did too, because it was Superman, man. He was on TV.
There hadn't been a Superman anything since like Superman 4. So.
And it was like mostly a soap opera, but like sometimes you saw Superman fly, and I was here for that.
Yeah. Well, in one episode, the first time I think he gets hit with kryptonite, like he basically gets flu symptoms. So I guess maybe the kryptonite, and again, I know that show's not canon.
I was about to say, can we get some ruling on the canonicity of that?
But maybe the kryptonite could weaken his immune system so he could get sick. But I mean, he's an alien. So
that's what I said too. I said he's an alien. Wouldn't he have come down here and been like, ah! What are all these things? But because of the yellow sun, maybe it was like his immune system was like, I'm super strong too. COVID, get away. All I'm saying is, Time Warner, if you want us to write Superman, COVID, please let us know.
Yeah, I know CW's got a Superman show coming up. If you guys are listening, I am a lifelong fan, and I'd like to bring a little bit of that Lois and Clark flavor.
If you're interested, also tackle the topical issues of the day, like viral infections and how they affect Superman. And then who knows, maybe one day that would be a canon. Like that would be like a way to like weaken Superman with kryptonite and inject him with smallpox, you know? or something that would like really like Ebola, like get him like quick, you know, like
cholera.
Yeah, something that's gonna like fuck him up. But you gotta like keep him. Here's what you do: you get like a kryptonite cage and you enclose him in it, and you just start like jabbing him with fucking diseases and shit.
We've got an idea for one episode. This is the pilot.
All right, so yeah, let's go with there. That's just a taste of what you get.
The pilot is titled "The Death of Superman."
And then we explain on a microbial level how he regenerates himself and comes back from that. Whenever they're
I would like to license the character Mr. DNA from Jurassic Park to explain this.
If we could, please.
So Universal, Warner Brothers, make it happen.
I know you've worked together before. Let's go ahead and put everything aside. Look, this is going to bring some hope to the world as Superman battles and defeats COVID-19.
I agree. Wonder Woman, though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just thinking about that, like that when I was driving past that sign, I was like, I'm going to bring that up tonight. It's a good question. What about Wonder Woman though? Because she's from here, right?
She's made from clay, and her mother is an Amazonian who breathed life into her. So, again, I don't.
Where does science and mythology mix? That's a podcast we should probably tackle.
I think Wonder Woman is so Superman stuff is all powered by like the pseudoscience.
Mm-hmm.
and Wonder Woman is magic, the same as Shazam, or
Mm-hmm.
as we used to call him, Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she could get it.
I don't think she could either. She's here at least, and she's been here. So.
Yeah, she was here back in World War One. I saw that movie.
I haven't, but it is on my.
Spoiler alert: she's in World War One.
I knew that. I saw Justice League where Batman's like, "This is a picture of you in World War One, man." What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That was my Batfleck. He's
a really hateful impression of Ben.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You really got it in for that guy.
No, I heard he's like actually kind of turning his life around. Giant back tattoo, be damned. But who am I to judge? I have a fucking Pac-Man tattoo, so that I did myself. So,
Do you think he did that back tattoo himself?
If he did, I will take every bad thing I've ever said back. That'd take some skill to do that kind of tattoo on yourself. Mirrors would be involved. Yeah, like I don't. I hope you did. I hope you did, Batfleck. I hope you did.
Whenever he was just on a bender, he was like rigged up hundreds of needles and.
It was like a robotic. Like he invented something to like.
An apparatus.
Yeah. Like a motivated Ben Affleck could honestly like solve world hunger, I think.
Yeah, if he wasn't so concerned with back tattoos, we would be this could be a better world. He's
like Tony Stark, except if he was like written by Malibu Comics. So
if he was on Sons of Anarchy instead of Yeah. Well, okay. So did you see? Speaking of Batman, did you see that headline where Robert Pattinson said that he's not working out that much? He's playing Batman and he's not working out that much for the role because he doesn't want to commit to looking a certain way for the next however many years he plays this character. And people on the internet lost their shit about it.
Like they were like, "You need to fucking get in shape, doughboy."
Yeah. Like YouTube, YouTube's a toxic hole anyway. But like there are like these fat dudes on YouTube just screaming about how offensive it is that like Robert Pattinson doesn't want to get like Henry Cavill shredded to play.
And have to be that way for like 10 years, like at least, if not all the time, off and on. And that seems even like worse than having to be, probably doesn't, but like if you, don't work out for like as rigorously for a few months, like, you lose the fucking ripness. So, you have to do that. Like if you and I both like lost our jobs tomorrow and for like the next 90 days did nothing but work out and progressively get like stronger and eat better, we would be in incredible shape in 90 days.
Yeah.
But like we don't have the option to do that. We have to come home and like maybe look at the elliptical and go, one day.
Yeah, that's the dream, is having enough time for the elliptical. And the elliptical alone would get me looking like Hugh Jackman. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that's all he does.
He just does that for like 12 hours a day.
All right, so Hugh Jackman had to look like that. He started playing Wolverine, the first X-Men movie.
1999?
2000.
Yeah, but I mean, he would have to have been filming in 1999.
Yeah. And when did Logan come out? 2017?
Oh, my God, yeah.
He did that and I think he stayed in shape pretty much the whole time.
He may not have been like, Wolverine coming out of the water shape all the time because, that's like when you want to be your most like shredded, your shirt's off. But like, yeah, he wouldn't be like down in like Australia, like looking all fat. Although I think sometimes he was. I think sometimes he was just like, fuck it, man, I'm going to fucking eat some burritos and shit. Mm-hmm. Carbs, man, that's what I'm eating for every meal.
I had a hamburger for dinner.
Then he'd turn it around. I know I had fries and chicken tenders from Chili's, so a very American
healthy dinner.
I think that we should take a moment to pay some bills.
Yes, let's do it.
I have gotten an email and a hefty Cash App from got them all if you're interested. A man named Steve. His restaurant is called Steve's Gutenberger. He wants to make it clear he is not Steve Gutenberger.
Okay. Seems like he could have picked a different name.